got people coming. They're just showing up in a second here too. So just heads up. Oh,
like the internet likes
Hi,
cats,
kitty.
right?
There's Iron
Kitty.
Shield called the Dread Fortress.
What? All right, here we are. We're here. We're here to drink some beer. Welcome back to Beer Analysis 101. Your Maxwell host.
You know we were starting. How rude.
Yeah.
Can we all celebrate the fact that StreamYard now has a better logo? So even though it's behind Dan, I can still see Dan behind it.
I kind of offended by
Yeah, that's true. It's not like a colorful duck logo anymore. It's actually got this more.
Damn it!
minimalist-
They can see me pick my nose now. God damn it.
What's next week's beer? We don't even know what next week's beer is. All right, so Beer Analysis 101. We're doing light beers tonight. Anything sub 5% is the rule. Let's go around the panel and see who we have with us. Starting with Dan. Hi, Dan.
Look, I'm first. Look at this.
You're
Hey,
first.
He came first.
You literally are. Greg was late.
The lady came last,
Ooh, I don't
First
know.
time for everything.
which is usually a good thing.
Anyways, hi Nick.
No, wait, no, it's not. I don't know how sex works. I've never had it. But what?
Right.
It's been a while. It's
But-
just the intro. We don't show it. We're beers.
Well-
We're having it.
We'll turn it to the oldest person here who's had sex the most, probably. Let's go to Dan.
Hi.
There's the most to show for it.
Well, Lady Lee's probably had sex more than all of us put together. But anyways,
Probably. Wow, sweet as slut shame there, Greg.
I'm not slut shaming. I'm
Sounded
slut
like you
applauding.
are.
No, I'm applauding. Slut applauding. That's the difference. Nick.
Slut plotted. What the fuck? All right,
Well, I
Dan.
mean,
What beer did you bring with you?
Well, I was thinking a beautiful spring beer. It's got a beautiful spring picture on there. So I brought Dandy's World's Finest Nitro Stout coming in at 4.2% ABV.
Dandy or Danley or Dan?
Dandy. Dandy out of Calgary, Alberta.
Oh boy.
And it's a nitro, it's a stout. And look, there's even flowers on there, so it's looking like it's spring.
This is leftovers from the St. Patrick's Day episode you didn't come to.
I did come to that.
I thought you missed it because your cat.
No. Oh yeah. Maybe I
Yeah, you
did.
missed it. Remember?
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah. That's right.
Let's not bring that up. Let's not bring the chat down.
I did something the week after. So
All right.
yes, leftovers from that.
Right on. All right. Thank you, Dan. Let's Scott. He's taking liftoff tonight.
Mm.
Fly me to the moon. Bow ties are cool. Doctor Who here.
How are we making it?
Not too bad. How's it going tonight, Scott?
With our lips usually.
Yeah. good job.
Sometimes tongue.
The fuck?
No, everything's going good. We I don't know. It's April Fools. It's April already.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna drink some beers.
Mhm.
Life can't get any better. Live, laugh, love.
That's right. All right. What beer did you bring there tonight with you tonight?
So I got a local brew today from Hampton Brewing, a Crush Session IPA.
How is an IPA such a low percentage?
It's an IPA at 4.6%.
Session IPA.
A session IPA.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a misnomer. Usually IPAs are higher, but companies just like to call them session IPAs when it's really a pale ale at best. So you're right to call them out, Lady Lee, because it should not be called an IPA, and I stand by you.
All
It's
right.
like Alexander Keith that calls themselves an IPA, but they're like, no,
Well,
but we're
yeah.
on
Yeah, no, it's
All right.
it's like some grandfathered bullshit term. Hi,
All right.
Nick.
Thank you, Scott. Let's go to Greg.
Hi, Nick. I'm doing great tonight. So let's do the usual. Mr. Lee, Brandon, Rob, why aren't you on the show? Shame on all of you. So, and now
right.
let's move on to the beer.
Nice and
I'm
grimy
having, yeah. But anyway, I'm having a steam whistle. It's delicious.
Are
I'm
you
not
actually
sure.
having steam whistle?
Well, I'm drinking it. It's not the beer.
Well, it's just like I'm drinking a Moosehead. It's actually not.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not sure if I agree with Lee that it's the best worldwide Pilsner, but I definitely,
the best worldwide.
well, that's the best lager. I mean, I definitely agree with Mr. Lee that this is Canada's best Pilsner, but worldwide, I don't know. I haven't tried enough in the world to really say for sure. It's definitely better than Pilsner Urquell, though. That we can always agree on.
Jesus fuck, Greg. Wait
Anyways.
flame war. He goes, fuck you, Greg. Save my drinking goal for Saturday, which will probably be excessive. Yes, Saturday is Lee's birthday, so we will be drinking.
Oh, we're definitely celebrating Mr. Lee's birthday this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
He's not gonna remember this.
We're pulling out the mellow corn for that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it okay to have black floaties in your beer?
Yes.
Black floaties?
Yeah.
Sparkly poof.
Was the container fully sealed when you opened it?
Yes.
Yes.
What kind of beer is it? You just told us, a session IPA. I don't know. Black floaties sound a little odd, but I don't know. Take a picture, post it in the chat.
Okay.
Right.
Google it.
I mean, it looks like someone like sprinkled pepper in it.
That's I can't say.
Weird.
Usually when there's floaties in an IPA, they're usually kind of whitish, clearish.
Right.
So black's a little. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying there's something wrong with it, but it is strange.
It is. I've drank enough beers to say it's strange.
Mm. Well, at least nobody snuck cocaine in your beer. At least that's good, right?
There, it's in the chat.
Yeah, it's
Anyways.
black instead.
Yeah, no red beer, just because Greg is having an argument with, red beard's having an argument with Greg, so he's been absent.
Did he really show up even when he wasn't absent? Like he's
Well,
he's
for the
been
last little while.
he's been whatever world.
And that's probably why you were antagonizing him, because he wasn't showing up anymore. Anyway, what'd you bring for a beer tonight?
I just do it for pure sport. I like red beer. I just like to fuck with them because it's a lot of fun.
So
Anyways,
easy.
yeah, that is kind of you're not wrong. Yeah, it's a little that is a little strange.
What the fuck? It's got to
Yeah,
be
it's,
something in the beer, like some kind of seed.
Well, they say
Well,
it's stone fruit in there.
Seeds from the stone fruit's probably what. Stone fruit's got a pit, doesn't it? Like it.
Yeah,
Let's just
stone
put some
fruits are like
kinda-
apricots, mangoes,
Yeah,
peaches, nectarines.
there's got to be something in it.
I'm gonna sick ChatGPT on this and ask them what they think.
It smells
Oh my
okay.
god!
It didn't smell bad. Let me pour it
Anyways.
into another glass. It might be the glass that's dirty.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
possible.
dirty glass it's got.
But yeah, how dirty was that glass?
Yeah, there's no actual special ingredients. It's got hints of stone fruit in it, not actual stone fruit.
Yeah.
Maris-Otter,
Oh, yeah.
two-row, white wheat, flaked oats, hops, Warrior, Centennial Mosaic, and yeast.
They're actually suggesting it could be glass residue or environmental dust because I mean they're saying hot particles, yeast, sediment, protein, but usually that stuff's not black like that. So
Yeah. Scott might have washed it out in the sink. He pisses
yeah.
mold and mildew from the sink. All right, Greg, your beer.
Anyways.
What did you bring tonight?
Anyway, so the actual beer I'm drinking, or I will be drinking in a moment, is
Chalet sauce.
a beer I spoilers I quite enjoy because I'm on my second case of it, and unfortunately I can't get it for a while because I discontinued it temporarily.
Oh.
It is, well, as you know, I'm a big fan of Great Lakes Octopus Wants to Fight. But you can't always session Octopus Wants to Fight because it can, as you get older, you may not want to drink 6 IPAs in a night. So they have Fighting Weight Session IPA, which is
A 3.6.
3.6.
Wow, that's pretty low.
They've also brought it out. So they brought it out as multiple names. At one point, they did bring it out as Low Octopus or Low Octo, and they seem to have settled on low, but without the E. Now they just call it Fighting Weight Session IPA, and well, I won't get into my review of it, but it's essentially marketed as a lower ABV alternative to Octopus Wants to Fight. So you can probably imagine that why Greg drinks this.
the other Greg seems for Ontario in this period. Okay, we'll get into that.
Jesus Christ, the other Greg is dead, you insensitive bastard.
Wow, way to read the chat, Jamie. All right, so let's go over to Lady Leanne and see what. First of all, how are you doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. I am doing great today. I feel so much better.
Oh, good for you.
This weekend was rough, so I'm very happy that the weekend is over and the week is good. But long weekend, yay!
Yes,
Which is
exactly.
exciting.
Sweet.
Yeah, Rob is beside me playing Valheim because he is obsessed with Valheim. So just for those of you who are wondering,
Rob, put the controller down, crack open a beer, be a good almost husband.
In the show tonight, or is he just sitting there off?
Rob, I haven't even heard of that game, so therefore it's a bad game, so you should stop playing it. There you go. I fixed everything.
he really wants to play Valheim, so I accept
If
it.
there was good beer here, I would consider it.
Wow.
Wow.
Establishment has garbage beer.
Wow,
Well,
that is...
there's one way to fix that. Go to the store and buy good beer.
So what ended up happening was that you said light beers, and I have 3 light beers in my fridge that I need to get rid of because I keep seeing them. I'm like, oh, I should probably drink these because they're really fucking old now. So I found one. I found 3 actually, but we're gonna go with this one. Nacho Average Lager. And it is from Wildwoods Brewing Company.
Ooh.
Does anyone know that company? No, because it was North Bay's other brewery that changed their name for like a month and then shut down.
Wow.
So
I thought I've heard of that brewery before. I'm not sure if I've had anything from them, but
they changed their name, and then I think it was like maybe 2 months, 3 months later, they shut down. Or 4 months. It wasn't really that long.
They still have an Instagram.
Oh, Wildwoods was New Ontario. Oh my god, it might be the last New Ontario beer in existence.
There's 2 of them in my fridge, so technically I can send one out to somebody.
Wow.
Wow.
So someone else can experience this beer.
Hey, listen, bring it when you come by the pool this summer, and we can review it.
Perfect. We can do it together. Anyways, it is a 3.7%. So I do not have the weakest beer. I thought I was going to have the weakest beer because I was under 4% even. But Greg beat me.
That's right. I got the weakest.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're not hanging on Rob to say anything, are we? He's not joining tonight.
No, but he can vote as to.
That's true.
If there's a tie, he can vote.
I would say Rob only gets a tiebreaker vote. He doesn't get a regular vote because he doesn't want to join.
Right.
Too cool for us.
There's 2 other light lagers.
He's too cool for us. He's too cool. All right, let's roll with that. All right, thank you, Lady Lee. So I guess it's my turn to show what piece of crap that I brought with me tonight. So I totally slipped my mind that I could have brought like a sour or a light session IPA under this criteria, but I didn't. I kind of wanted to drink a beer that was already in my fridge. This one comes in at 4.5% ABV, and this is a really weird one that was on clearance. This is Cobra beer. Cobra World Beer. Indian
there should be
lager.
a song on that beer. Oh, an Indian lager. That's interesting.
An Indian lager. Don't give a damn. I am the Cobra. All right. So this is premium beer brewed with rice, maize, and 3 hops. No idea what 3 hops those are. I'll get more into the blurb on this thing here in a little bit, but yes, 4.5% ABV Cobra beer from India. Oh boy. So let's you know what? I'm gonna read some comments here. So Lee's drinking a non-alcoholic coffee. Coffee is definitely a decent thing to drink. Next week's beer, we already answered that. Greg is saying he's the lesser slut in comparison. This is not cool. I see a pack of straight up April Fools in this panel. Burn. Brandon says new streamer logo looks kind of. Brandon says the new StreamYard logo looks kind of reminds me of the old BearShare logo. And God, it's going like back to like LimeWire days, isn't it?
Wow.
Damn.
That's where you had to download your questionable porn back in the day.
The StreamYard logo actually moves too every now and then.
Really?
Yep.
Pick Greg from the panel. No red beard. Yeah, if we did that, nobody would show up anymore. No red beard anymore. We answered this. Lee not at Lou Dogs anymore. That's been a while. Lady Lee's got her diploma now, and she's a teacher.
Is Pelican Beast one of Jamie's sock accounts that we're not aware of?
It could be. I mean, because all of a sudden he disappears and then Jamie shows up.
It's explained in a couple of chats down.
Oh, is it? Okay.
He might have watched it in the same.
Oh my god.
He's on the chair. Yeah, we already know. Founders Breakfast Stout here in Florida. Oh, right. Okay, I remember this guy. Pelican Beast is Bubba Sadie's. Remember the panel's info. I forgot YouTube changed everyone's name back to the @ Okay, well, Bubba Sadie's. Haven't seen him in a while. How you doing? How you doing? All right. God, New Ontario. Yes, those old memories are coming back. You were not the weakest link.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I think that's a reference to her not having the weakest beer.
The Fuzz is playing Open TTT, whatever that is.
So does anyone remember that show?
All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to panel here and see Dan. What's your history with your beer? Do you have any?
Oh, my history with the beer. This is my first one. My history with the brewery, extensive. The first beer I ever had from them was Dandy in the Underworld, and it was a stout from them. I've been to their Dandy Fest, which was me getting really drunk and not remembering the day afterwards.
Wow.
These guys have been around for quite a few years, actually. So they've done a lot of beers. They've done collaborations with Twin Sails, with some Ontario breweries that I don't want to mention because I can't remember the names. Dandy Fest actually brought some Ontario breweries over here. But these guys have been around for some time. They've moved to 3 different locations, I think it was 2 or 3 different locations. And now there is a brewery that is contract brewed out of them too. So they're doing really well for themselves. But yeah, overall, this is my first time having this beer from them.
That's a cool story, bro.
I know, right?
I know. As I'm trying to take a picture of my beer. Hey, I haven't done this in a while. Like actually take a picture with a real camera. There we go. All right. So thank you, Dan. Let's move over to Greg. Or no, to Scott. Scott's next. Fuck you, Greg.
Fuck me?
Yep.
I need to be fucked so I can be more of a slut.
There you go. You work on your slut. You need to work on your slut cred.
I do. I really do, actually.
So Hampton Brewing, it's just down. It's the next town over. Established in 2018.
We're gonna have to bike there this summer.
We can bike there this summer. So, so it's their take on an American Session IPA that packs a ton of flavor and aroma for a low ABV beer. Brewed with Centennial and Mosaic hops, the beer has an intense aroma of citrus, tropical, and stone fruits with a hint of floral. It boasts a medium light body and finishes crisp with a smooth mouthfeel. Haha, mouthfeel! And lasting fruit flavors. Anyway, it's a 4.6 ABV. And I haven't had this one, but I've had a few from Hampton Brewing before. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it.
All right.
That's my story with the beer.
All right. Thank you, Scott. Let's go over to Greg.
Probably should have looked up actually when I first had this beer. So let me do that while I'm talking. But anyways, they've had this beer for a few years, and it kind of started out as, I think it's been under a few name revisions at this point. I mean, For sure, fighting weight and low, like octopus low or something like that. Again, without the E. But yeah, it's kind of been their session IPA, which is weird because like they have a few other low ABV beers. In fact, their Sunny Side just came up. So it seems what they do is they kind of release this one in the colder months, which I'm not really sure why. And then they just continue it and they release their Sunny Side during the summer months. Now, spoilers, I think this Sunny Side's a hazy. This is not. This is a West Coast or West Coasty. And I think this is way better than Sunny Side because Sunny Side, as Lady Lee and I learned last year, I think it was last year or the year before, I can't remember, that you drink a lot of Sunny Side, you get heartburn. It's not the greatest. So, I mean, although I don't mind that beer, it's definitely not a session. Now, granted, I haven't drank 8 of these by the pool in a day, so maybe at some point we'll find that out. But although maybe not if they don't fucking release it to the fall. This to me is just a much more sessionable beer. I mean, it's a little bit less ABV, but it's got really nice flavor. Anyway, I don't want to get into my review. I don't want to get too excited here. Hold on, let me just see if I can. Fighting weight. When is the first time I checked this motherfucker in? January 31st, 2023. So there you go. It came in a slightly different looking can, but basically the same. No, this way. There we go. So, but yeah, then they like released it as low octo once or twice, and then I don't even think it was available on its own. I think you had to buy it in their Octo pack or whatever. So they wanted to name them all Octo. So it was like Octopus, New England Octopus, Double Octopus, and Low Octopus. So there you go. That's the octopus journey for you. Yeah. So I've had this like I said. I mean, I've bought usually every 2 months or so. I buy a case of this. It's $65 a case, so hard to go wrong. Same price as Canuck, but again, it's a little more sessionable than Canuck. And I actually find drink one Canuck, drink one of these, so you get a buzz, but you don't get too shit-faced. So it's a nice combination. And if it's one of those nights where you've decided to have a little too many, I mean, if you have 4 or 5 of these, it's really not the end of the world. Versus having 4 or 5 octopus, too happy the next day. Especially if you mix it with mellow corn. Don't recommend you do that. But to each their own, of course. So yeah, that's my history. Very exciting.
Histoire.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Let's go over to the lady of the lead.
History with this beer. Okay, so I got this beer when I was working at Lou Dogs.
Wow.
This is when they switched their name. They brought us a bunch of beers to sample, and nobody was grabbing them. So I was like, oh, cool. Can I grab them? And they're like, yes, get them out of the way. So I just grabbed them all. And I offered all the staff if anyone wanted to grab any. Everyone said no. So I just took all the beers. And now I have these 2 bad boys. Now 1 left over. I had stuff from New Ontario many times. They were the first brewery to open in North Bay. So it was sad to see them go. But I'd never really got off the ground. Like, it just feels like all their stuff, like the quality control wasn't the greatest because it was very hit or miss if their products were good. And they just couldn't get it. Like, they just tried. And then, of course, COVID hit. So that really fucked up a lot of businesses in everywhere. So if they're
all worldwide.
Yeah. Like, if you're not successful, if you're not doing super well, most likely you were going to fail at that moment in time, which really sucks.
Thanks, Obama.
Obviously, any sort of small business, anything that doesn't succeed, you always feel bad for them because there's a lot of hard work and energy and money put into that.
Yeah, and often very razor-thin margins. And if suddenly you're forced to shut down for multiple weeks at a time or months, then yeah, it can fuck you up.
Fuck you, Doug Ford.
Yep.
I mean, definitely fuck you, Doug Ford. But at the same time, I mean, I feel everyone was doing the same fucking thing. And in hindsight, maybe it wasn't the best call, but what are you going to do, right?
Ontario had the restrictions in North America.
Ontario had the worst restrictions in North America.
Did they have the worst restriction in North America?
Wow.
It was just
North Bay.
Especially North Bay?
Yeah,
Especially North Bay.
Why was North Bay particularly worse than the rest of Ontario?
Because we had an extra 2 months of lockdown.
Oh, really? Okay.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, that was,
Wow.
I didn't know this either. So I'm actually legit curious, Rob. Was that like some municipal decision that was made?
no, it was the province locked us down. We had some mining people come in that brought in a different variant of COVID, and it killed like 4 or 5 people.
You had
wow.
miners come into your city?
Yeah,
You had Myers come into your city?
Yeah.
Miners.
Myers.
No,
Wow.
Miners.
Oh, okay, not miners like on Epstein's
Myers,
Island.
not miners.
Yeah, like the ones that use pickaxes. That kind of
Oh,
miner.
okay.
Just saying. Making that clear right now. Yeah, so back to the beer.
Okay.
Yes, very unfortunate. They were the first one, but they shut down. And like I said, they had switched their name to Wildwoods Brewery because they switched owners and switched management. There was something crazy. I think someone said there was like 5 people that were like owners or something. Like it was just getting out of hand because they were so desperate to try and stay open. They had so many hands in one project.
Well, wasn't there like wasn't there, because they were Highlander, I think, at one point, and then I think there was a split off because the owners split or
No,
something.
that was South
like-
River Brewing.
Oh, am I thinking of a different brewery? Okay. There's too much
Yeah.
lore in North Bay Brewing. Like, honestly, you guys have the most interesting brewery histories of probably anywhere. It's just like, oh, so much happened.
Gateway's the only one
missed
that's
it.
still open. South River was, whatever Highlander was in South River. So that's about 40 minutes out of town, I think. 35, 30, around that.
North Bay-ish.
And yeah. And yeah, then you had that one. But the end. That's this is the first time I have this beer. I've had a bunch of other beers. Again, like I said, sometimes they came up with some really good products, and then sometimes it just wasn't as good. Like unfortunately their quality control wasn't the greatest, and I like the people that work there. I got along with them. It's just sad to see it go. Like I was really sad to see it go. It seemed like when they changed their name, they had all these plans to do stuff, but then they said, "Fuck it, we're done." So.
Fuck it, we're done.
Yeah.
Wow. Never really was impressed with New Ontario anyway, so.
Oh yeah, so there was a comment. Pelican just said that New Ontario was a shit show. Worked there canning and labeling, and it was a gong show. I heard the same thing. I was just with the distributors, but they came over and they were talking to us and all the stuff that we got, all the information that we got. Like it was crazy. I felt really bad for the employees because people were working really fucking hard, but it was just, it happens. Shit happens.
Yeah. Anyway, I just think I chalk that up to poor management, probably.
I know about breweries doing poor management, that's for sure.
I know, right? Right, Scott? Right?
Right?
Okay. So, thank you, ladies.
We're not naming any names.
No,
Scott,
no.
We're not totally singling out breweries here. So, speaking of singling out breweries, this stuff. Do I have a history with Cobra? No. The only thing I can really say about this is that this showed up. I forget how much exactly it was. I think it was like super overpriced. Like it was just a basic Indian lager, and I think they were trying to sell these 330 milliliter bottles. I think it's 330. Let's say, yeah, 330 milliliter bottles. They were selling them for like 4 something. So like, of course, they sat on the shelf as shelf turds. I didn't buy one until they actually went on clearance for sort of like 2 something. So just okay, I'll give it a try. And I figured, hey, this counts as a low ABV beer, so fine. I'm drinking it tonight for this episode. Anyway, yeah, let's read the comments here. Yeah, Jimmy C is in the chat. Cheers, Jimmy. Right, Dan's in the chat. Evening, Jimmy. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Lee. Hey, Brandon. And that's it. Yeah, Brandon's here somewhere. He's just hiding. Ontario changing your name as a polishing a turd come to life. That's pretty accurate. Ontario is a shit show. Sad as coving ending good business was, Lee, let's face it. It swept away a lot of shit businesses too. I mean, I feel like the craft brew industry had gotten a little oversaturated, and it was so. There's so many breweries out there. There was a lot of crap as well, and they were making crap beers.
That bubble was getting ready to burst. Like, I mean, even though I know nobody knows who he is, but there's a guy called Chad the Albino Rhino, and I remember him always saying back in the day, you know, probably around you guys 2017, 2018 type of thing, is like, oh, everyone's friends in the craft brewing business. We all help each other. We all this. No, you guys are competitors, and at the end of the day, at some point, you guys are competing with each other, and at some point, some of you are going to take over others, put others out of business. And that's exactly what fucking happened. COVID just sped it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the big thing was there was a glut of, I think, of craft breweries coming out, and like everybody and their dog was trying to create a craft brewery to capitalize on the almost unstoppable trend of like everybody wants to try some craft beer. But there's a lot of shit out there. Like when I go out and I just got disenfranchised with the amount of, like, I go out and buy a beer from a brewery and I taste like buttery or brewing faults, or it just doesn't taste quite like the style. And like I can go and buy better beer for somewhere else. And now I think that prices have gone up quite considerably. Like there's like almost a 50% increase in beer prices. I think I'm going to be more choosy about the beers that I'm going to buy. If I'm going to spend that much money on beers, I'm just going to go and especially with, I find in New Brunswick with like very much like protectionist beer laws, where the shelf space, there's been a lot dedicated. There's a lot of shelf space in our indie liquor stores dedicated to New Brunswick breweries, a lot of which, I'll be honest, they're pumping out basic bitch stuff. I feel like the quality overall of the beer that we have here has taken a nosedive, because now they've given this shelf space, which is somewhat of a good thing, that they're giving these smaller breweries a chance to have some shelf space. But now they're being protected against breweries from coming outside the province that are making better quality stuff compared to their crap. I just feel like it's really dulled and diluted down the quality of the beer that we have here. Hey, you still get great beers from like Tire Shack and Trailway, of course, and there's a couple others. Those are the two big ones to stand out. Tide and Boar makes some fantastic stuff, but there's also other breweries that I bought some beers from that I don't really plan to buy any beers from ever again.
How about Foghorn? Do you buy stuff from them, Nick?
Yeah, I like Foghorn, but I'm not going to play that whole
serve you
long bit. Yeah, I know. Just even though they refused to serve us, and we totally took our business elsewhere in our bike rides. All right, so who else is here? Let's face it. There's a bit of cleansing of the ethnic type. Oh, please, we all know you're Jester's IT guy, Nick. You have a long history of Cobra Commander. I didn't watch G.I. Joe enough to really.
Yeah, I didn't get that reference either. So.
All right, we'll pull the chat down. I got to piss. I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. I guess I'm in charge. Jumping off Nick's comment. Lately, like I find I probably give 80% of my money to a few big breweries because they're a little bit cheaper in today's rising beer market, and yes, they're technically the big guys like GLB and Amsterdam's now even owned by a fucking conglomerate, so they're really not a craft beer brewery anymore. But it's hard to fucking argue with like 50 Bone Shaker for like $120 you can get on sale. So it's like, and they're the Dynamo cans for alcoholics, like almost 600 milliliters. So it's like that's kind of a good deal if you look at it. But I mean, I love to go to new breweries and try new stuff, but I don't really go out of my way to buy unless something looks really interesting at the LCBO. The other problem is everything's a fucking hazy. Fuck you, Dan. I know you like hazies, but fuck you. It's like, oh, I use your new hazy IPA. Well, no, I'm not really that interested in trying it. Give me a good West Coast.
You just want something that you don't ever visit, the West Coast.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The West Coast is kind of cool. Well, even though Alberta's not really West Coast.
I mean, Greg is as likely to visit the West Coast as Dan is to visit Edmonton. Really?
The reason I won't visit the West Coast is that their fucking green trails are more difficult than Ontario Black Diamond trails. So I don't want to humiliate myself with my poor mountain biking skills.
And their double diamonds is good luck. Really good luck.
The double diamonds are like, I hope you have a parachute and insurance.
Oh, screw insurance. I just hope you just don't die.
Yeah.
Not dying's good.
I think that is a good thing. I mean, unless you're one of those people that wants some made, and then I guess you may want to die. But most people don't want to die. So yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't forget here, for all you Americans out there, don't forget here in Canada we kill all our disabled people because we don't like them.
Jeez.
Mentally handicapped, disabled, women, we kill them all.
Wow.
Okay, let's
Wow. All right, let's move this thing along. Let's let Greg not talk for a while.
Don't you have like a less than 4% beer? What is going on here?
He had whiskey beforehand.
Yeah, Greg's making Boilermakers at 3.6% beer.
I drank very little. This is just how I am when I'm mildly sober. Believe it or not.
This is just how you are.
We know them.
Mildly sober when you're totally sober. You mean?
Listen, there's few absolutes in life, and one of the absolutes in life is that genocide never hurt anyone.
A little genocide never hurt anyone.
A little genocide.
Yeah, you're right, Scott. I screwed that up. I apologize. I'm drunk.
Yeah, we know.
You're permanently brain drunk ever since that double tempest incident a few years ago.
Was that the one where I had to make double tempest with Kara and he fingered my mouth?
That one or the next one?
Hazy's is for speds, normies, and dorks. Yeah, puts his hand up. Dan is a dork. I knew that. No shit. I'm headed. This is Jimmy C saying, hey, I'm headed to the Isle of Man next weekend to the annual Camera Fest. If you know them, Blue Nose and Mersey beers, know them.
So fun fact, Isle of Man has no speed limit, so rent the fastest car you can afford and go nuts.
Is Camera still alive?
I didn't know that.
So, moped.
The reason why I asked if Camera's still alive because we had Camera here for some stuff. We had Camera Alberta, Lower Vancouver, and Lower Victoria Island, South Okanagan, and all these organizations have just recently folded. So
wow.
Yeah, I was part of Camera Alberta, and it folded shortly afterwards because no one wanted to take on the responsibility of it. So,
okay, want to hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I was about to take a piss. I'm glad I didn't realize I didn't mute myself.
Well, it's a good thing we don't hear the splashing, splooshing from Greg.
Real ale.
Yeah, that's what part of Camera stands for is real ale. So
yeah, well, at least there's no real ale guide to go by, I guess.
It's true.
Copious amounts of alcohol and no speed limits go well together. Yes, I suppose that's true. At least you don't have to go far because it's an island. Like, what's bigger, Isle of Man or Prince Edward Island?
No, I think it's tied.
Yeah, I think Prince Edward Island's bigger.
Yeah, TT races on the Isle of Man. Yeah, good luck with that one. If there's not a death in a TT race, then it's not a real TT race.
TT race.
Yep.
Prince Edward Island is 9.9 times larger than the Isle of Man.
True story, bro.
However, the population of PEI is also bigger. Wow, there you go. Suck that, Mile of Man.
The TT
Man.
races.
TT. I didn't know that Dan was into TT racing on bikes.
Yeah.
Dan's into titty racing.
Titty racing.
It runs from May 25th to June 6th.
TT racing. Which racing are we talking about, Dan?
Like motorcycle racing
Oh, okay.
on the Isle of Man.
Motorcycle time trial.
Can't remember what the TT stands for, but possibly.
I mean, sounds like that's what it stands for.
So
But it is
Dan
very,
Lee of all people is asking the question: how small is the Isle of Man? Isle of Man is 10 times smaller than PEI is.
he just answered it. 572 square
There you go.
kilometers.
PEI is 5686.
Wow.
But the population's only like PEI's got like maybe 50% more people. So that's
what I'm
still
hearing is
pretty sparsely populated in comparison.
PEI should have their own TT races to see what happens.
Yeah, well. Hey, Isle of Man is British, and Prince Edward Island is, well, part of Canada and probably neglected. Even though, like, PEI is like a big touristy province here, so.
But Prince Edward Island is named after Prince Edward, who was British.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Was he an island?
He was. Wow. I am a rock. I am an island.
Also, Scott, I like your bow tie.
Thank you.
It's very fancy.
Yes, I am a fancy dancy. A fancy Dan. I'm a fancy Dan.
Fancy Dan. A fancy
Wow, there's a lot
guy.
of Dan's running around here. Okay.
My daughter had
you have a
princess
daughter
set or something. Yeah, I do. Had a princess set or something, and she had this bow tie and she wasn't going to use it, and so I said I'll use it. So in fact, I used it like this week on a meeting with my director and their managers.
That's so cute. That's so cute. I love that.
And so I did that meeting, and then my next meeting was with like one of the managers and her team, and I got in like 2 minutes later, and they're like, "We were just talking about your bow tie, Scott." I'm like, "Oh God." So then I left that meeting, went to the next meeting, and it was with a different manager, again with their team, and they're like, "Yeah, we were just talking about your bow tie." I'm like, so I was the talk of the town.
It's a great bow tie,
right?
Yeah, I like it.
Very nice.
All right. Last time you wore it in front of somebody, management and Moosehead fired him. Okay, so let's roll with that, and go back around to Dan and get his thoughts on what do you think of your beer?
Well,
convince us.
Okay, convince you. Well, let me put it to you this way. I sent the picture in the chat there on our Facebook chat, and it is a true nitro. There isn't a widget in it, so that's a bonus right there. Secondly, it isn't as harsh as I find a Guinness. I find Guinness to be a little overly bitter, but this has a very nice, round, smooth roast to it. It's nice and light. And basically, it is actually quite a very nice nitro stout. Now, would it be classed as the world's finest nitro stout, as it says on the can? You know what? It's actually up there. If you poured this beside a Guinness, it'd be a very tough call for people to actually think of which one they would go and have. It is really smooth, easy drinking. As for a light beer at 4.2, I could crush a bunch of these because you don't have the carbonation on them, and I'd actually really enjoy them. I tried to nurse this because it was so good. I was holding myself back, but fortunately, I finally made the last drop count until my review. But it is actually a really delightful stout. So for the style, you know what? It's a 9 for me. It is exactly what it's supposed to be, a nitro stout. World's finest? Yeah. You know what? You know what? I'll try and pop open the can to see if there is a plastic widget at the bottom for you while everybody else is talking. I got to find a knife. And I'll let you know. But honestly, it is a really good beer, easy drinking. I'm going to go back. If this is still a thing, I'm going back and buying a 4-pack because it's just that good. I will spend the $20 because it is a craft beer versus buying a 4-pack of Guinness. So my personal preference is going to be a 9 as well. I really do like this. So there we go.
All right. Sounds
I'm
good.
glad I waited.
Dan has spoken.
Dan's in it to win it tonight.
Yep.
All right. Let's roll on over to the Scott and see if he's still got the dirt in his beer.
It was the glass.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Crush Session IPA. I think for the most part, it's as advertised. It's a sessionable IPA. It does have a clean, taste to it and a crisp finish. It has the citrus and the not star fruit, is it? What I say it was?
Stone fruit.
Stone fruit.
Yeah, stone fruit. You can really taste the fruity flavors in it. I don't know. It's it is an IPA though. It definitely has that IPA quality to it. Just it has more smell IPA than it tastes. So very clean, easy drinking. Is it a sessionable IPA? Yes. Would I have a lot of these? Probably, but it's only at 4.6%. I don't know. It's just clean. It's it's probably cleaner than most lagers I've had. Right?
Wow.
And it has a nice taste to your
really?
it
Most
has a nice
lagers you
aftertaste to it. Yeah, well, lagers I find it has that pasty at the end of it, a little bit of paste at the end, but this doesn't at all. So for style, I'm gonna give it, and I mean it hits it. What do you would like? I can't. I'll give it a 9 for style.
Wow.
9.
Yeah, I mean it hits exactly what it's supposed to. It hits what it says in the can. For personal enjoyment, I'll probably give it an 8. An 8 for personal enjoyment. Yeah.
All right.
Something I can see Nick and I taking a bike ride to Hampton Brewing and sitting on their deck and having a few of these.
Yeah. They got a great patio there. Went there with
They do.
Dee and Redbeard once.
Yeah, they do.
And the bike ride's a challenge because
Yeah.
it's up at the top of a huge hill, like
Yeah.
100-meter climb. All right.
But yeah, very crisp.
Huge.
Very smooth mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
Feel. Yep, it's very good.
Feels.
Very,
All
very good.
Cool beans.
Better
All
than
right. Thank
Dan.
you. Wow. Thanks, Dan. Oh. Going back to where's the one? Which Dan? Like, there's no like plastic puck at the bottom of your molded to the bottom of the can in yours. No.
Nope.
Dan, cut it open just to be sure.
I did.
Oh, he did.
No,
Look at
like
that.
white.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I see it. There's
Yeah,
nothing
there
there.
are some like even some of the Guinness bottles I think they're nitroed, but I don't think they have a widget. I think they just nitro it.
Yeah, they don't have
They-
a compressed
they
widget
do.
that blows up when you open the can, or they don't like Cobblestone Stout from Mill Street used to have like the little disc
They
at
had
the bottom of the can,
they
like
had the they had the
bond to the
disc
bottom.
on there. Them and the
Yeah.
vanilla stout.
Usually,
Yeah,
I don't.
Guinness went ahead
Like-
and fucking copyrighted the fucking little ball in there. It's a fuck you, Guinness.
And just because it's
That's
been
a
said,
move.
before we move on, because it's been said, Dad, Lisa's Terry Cave's Beer Goggles reviews. He was the best beer tuber. I agree, and I miss the guy.
Oh, he died.
All right.
Okay. I didn't
No,
even
he
know
died a
lived,
few years
so-
ago. Yeah,
Okay.
you didn't know he lived. Fuck you, Greg.
Well, thank God Keith's beer reviews is still around.
No, he's not. All right. Speaking of people saying "fuck you" to Greg, let's go to Greg and he can talk about his beer.
Before I begin the review, I want to show you something. Now, I am not somebody who
Not your
gives
penis.
really much. No, that's for the after chat.
Wow.
I'm not somebody who really gives a shit about calories per se, but I do appreciate when a beer goes out of its way to give you this information because now you can make an informed decision. I knew Nick would like it. So there you go. So let's see. We got calories 100. We got no fat. We do have 4 grams of carbohydrates, but none of it is sugar, so that's not too bad. 2 grams of protein. And then you got 300 milligrams of potassium, 200 milligrams of calcium. So let you know that this beer is basically a health beverage. Like you really can't go. I mean, Nick, think about it. You could drink the entire case of this beer, and it's only 2,400 calories. That's
an entire day.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
but you'd have a good day.
It's a good day, exactly. Yeah,
that's right.
It's basically like the Redbeard liquid diet. So I mean, hey, there you go. So, I mean, I do appreciate that because you know what, alcohol companies go so out of their way to disguise what their products have in them, and food has to have all the nutritional information. Why the fuck shouldn't alcohol? Like, come on, put this shit on. Like, so automatically that gets points for me just for having that. As for the beer. So it's pretty easy to describe because if anyone's had Octopus Wants to Fight, which I'm assuming everyone's had Octopus Wants to Fight, maybe Dan hasn't, or has Dan?
I have. Sorry, I'm chewing.
Oh, you have. Okay, no. I wasn't sure if you had it or not, but I'm pretty sure everyone's had Octopus Wants to Fight before. Basically, as far as I can tell, now they do not. One thing I do wish they did list is they actually listed what the different malts and malts and hops were. They don't do that, but I strongly suspect if they're not the same as Octopus Wants to Fight, then they're very similar. Because literally, you take an Octopus Wants to Fight, you water it down, you get this beer. Now, it's super flavorful. I've had, as far as I'm concerned, very few in the 3% range beers that are even close to as flavorful as this. And frankly, most 4 to 5% beers aren't as flavorful as this. So, thank you, Nick. Is it as good as something like a Canuck? I would argue probably not, but I mean, considering, it's like, what's a Canuck? I think Canuck is 5.2 or 5. I can't remember if they dumbed it down or not. But anyway, for 1.6% less ABV. This is way more sessionable. Okay. This is way more sessionable. I can confirm I've drank several of them in a night. Wow. You wake up the next morning, you don't feel like garbage. So that's a bonus. I can confirm I've also drank several octopuses in the night, and you do wake up in the morning feeling like garbage. So there you go. I'm really struggling to say. I mean, again, I don't want to suck the beer's dick too much because it is what it is. But it's still a session IPA. As forget who it was. I think Rob was insinuating that all our beers are shitty today because they're all low ABV. And he's not completely wrong. Listen, low ABV beers are boring, but they serve a purpose in life, and that purpose is sometimes you want to drink a shit ton of beers in the sun on a nice summer day, and you still want to be functional in the evening. And good beers, 6%, even 5%.
Yeah, you don't want to turn out like Tiger Woods and go for a drive and crash your car.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you don't. Yeah, even though you're a billionaire, you don't want to hire a driver because you're worried about privacy.
That's right.
Like, dude, Tiger, everyone knows you're going out and fucking a bunch of white chicks. We know. You don't have to prevent your privacy. We know that's what you're doing, buddy. Keep doing it, but get a driver so you're not fucking drinking and driving all the time and taking whatever pills you're taking.
That's why he's trying to make a comeback in golf, because he's broke and he has to drive himself.
I'm sure he's yeah. Well, the broke for him is he's like under 100 million or something. Like, he's still doing okay.
I don't know. All those sponsorships that pulled their sponsorships last time he did this. I think he's probably looking pretty hurt right now.
No. Anyways, we'll discuss Tiger Woods financing another time. But pardon me.
Wow.
I had cabbage rolls for dinner. I just burped that up. They actually burp up pretty good. Yeah. So honestly, I can't really say anything bad about this beer other than just the fact that it is a session IPA. Is it exciting? No. Would I want to have it on a winter day? No. I'd probably want to have something a little heavier. But otherwise, frankly, this beer is amazing for what it is. 3.6%. I've never had a 3 anything percent beer that tastes as good as this. I would argue I don't know if I've even had a 4+% beer because it's literally just mini octopus, which is one of the names. They low octopus. They just called it. So style, it's an easy 10 for me. Personal enjoyment. That's a tough one because in certain situations it's an easy 10 for me. But if I'm actually comparing it to a beer I'd really want to drink, like I don't know, regular octopus or even Canuck or something, it's not quite there for me. So I'd give it personal preference. Let's just go with a 9. But in certain situations it could actually be a 10 out of 10 for me because hey, if I want to drink by the pool and have fucking a whack load of these and still be able to get an erection in the evening, then yeah, this is probably the beer for me.
That's important.
It's important to get an erection, Greg.
I mean, erections are important. They keep the blood flow going to your penis.
That's right.
And they hopefully get the blood flow going to her areas too. Because why not? Because I got up my slut value as we learned tonight. That's a pretty hard opinion, Nick.
That's right. You don't want to be too soft about it.
Wow.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Let's go over to
this chat just got a little flaccid.
That's right. Let's bring it up a little bit and go to Lady Lee.
Hi. First, I want to correct Greg.
I'm done. Oh, what did I do wrong?
Rob didn't want to drink the beers tonight because the beers that we have for options were not beers he wanted to drink. So that is not the low ABV. He doesn't drink low ABV. It's just more the low ABV ones we have in the fridge are nothing that he's interested in.
So all I have to say to Rob is you need a tampon or whatever that J3 is.
Tampax.
You're on your
period
and you need a
Tampax?
Tampax.
Are you quoting the way I did it or the way the original one was done?
I'm quoting the
I
way
am no
I'm
longer
done.
needing it. I am no longer needing it.
Yeah,
He's going to go in Danopause.
Actually, Lee's quote was probably the best one, where she just fucked it up just a little bit, but it made it funnier.
Yeah. That was great. It was so funny.
Right.
I just thought it was funny because like it was that moment where I didn't know the guy, and I just remember that quote. That's all I
I will buy you a Tampax.
So my beer. There's nothing wrong with this beer. It is a
perfect beers all around.
God damn.
It's a very easy, light drinking lager. Like it's definitely one you could easily have by the pool. I've kind of been slowly drinking mine, so it's been getting a little warmer, and it flavor wise, it's not getting gross or anything like that. It's a basic lager. Like there's nothing special about it. There's nothing fancy, and it does well. Like there's not a really like the aftertaste that I was really worried about. Because you know if you get those shitty lagers like Canadian and Bud Light, they have this like really bad aftertaste. This does not have that. So it has that like kind of nice refreshing taste in the beginning that you get from a lager, and it doesn't hit you with that shitty aftertaste. So it just does a solid job. Like I'm actually kind of sad that this is what came out. Well, mind you, the next batch probably would have been terrible, unfortunately, because quality control wasn't the greatest. But it is kind of sad because this is actually a fucking decent lager. Like I was worried about it because I'm not too crazy about lagers. I find they tend to hit that nasty point at the end. This one doesn't do that. It's just it's a solid lager. It's not my favorite lager, but it's a solid lager. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it.
Nice.
I don't think I when it comes to lagers, I find them so basic. It's just really hard to fuck them up. As long as they don't have that nasty aftertaste, I'm like, you got it right. That's all that matters to me. So I'm gonna go kind of simple. Style wise, I'm just gonna go 10. Like it's a lager. It's a basic. It doesn't have the nastiness. It's does it right. Personal preference, I'm gonna go 7.5. While it is a better lager, it's just a lager. like I would definitely try different beers before I would try this one. But again, this is a solid one.
Sounds like
It's not
New Ontario held their best for last. Sorry.
Yeah. It's not my go-to. It's not my like favorite everything. It's just a simple beer that would be great side of the pool type style, especially side of the pool because it's less likely to give you heartburn.
That's
like
important.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I can drink this and I wouldn't get heartburn, and it's nice because it's not too strong. So because it's summer and hot, like you could easily bring this to the beach. You could easily bring this to a poolside. Like it's just an easy drinking beer that you can like drink throughout the day and not worried about getting too fucking wasted and too fucking dehydrated. So they did it right. They ended on a good note at least. This one is actually a good lager. I am enjoying it.
You are on your period, and I need
That's great. That's great.
There we go. Classic.
I always think it's funny, like opening up the group chat in the morning and just seeing these quotes that I said forever ago, and Greg being like, "Here's something you said."
we hang on to things. Especially, I like taking quotes on you and Lee's podcast and fucking taking them out of context.
Oh, that's the best one. Anyways, yes, beer, great, fantastic. Sad, it's not going to come out again.
No,
it's a dead beer.
Maybe they'll come out under a new brewery name. Who knows?
I doubt it. Gateway's got a solid grasp on North Bay, so I don't think there's going to be any competing people coming in. Gateway does their products right. They're good quality, as in, like, every time you get a batch, it's always going to taste the same. And they're super popular. I don't like everything they brew, but I like a lot of the things that they brew. So, and they're LGBTQ plus friendly.
Oh, there we go.
They're huge supporters of the community, and they have a sign at the door that says that we accept all people. Because yesterday was Trans Day of Visibility. Yesterday was Trans Day of Visibility, and they are very much those people who would support that. So,
is Gateway LGBT friendly?
Gateway, yeah. That's what I was just talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the whatever you're drinking, the Tree Topper Brewer or whatever the fuck.
Oh, New Ontario? I have no idea.
No.
I think they were a part of Pride a couple times. I don't remember. I just know Gateway is a big part of Pride. Like they even make a beer specifically for Pride.
Wow.
So,
which it seems like there's less of those beers. Like I think last year we couldn't even do a Pride night because I think we couldn't find enough Pride beers. I mean, obviously we could all bring Bud Light, but I mean that'd be kind of boring.
And Bud Light's not a Pride beer anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say even Bud Light got out of the Pride beer.
No. Pride didn't take them anymore. You don't do that shit. You don't fucking take on somebody as like a spokesperson and they're like, oh, we're just gonna fucking throw you to the wolves.
Nobody picks up on Greg's sarcasm and everyone just gets angry.
No, it was a shitty thing to do. It was a shitty thing to do because that she ended up with a crazy amount of hate, crazy amount of bullying, crazy amount of threats, like all because Bud Light wanted to do something fun for her. And then as soon as they did it and it backfired, they're like, oh, by the way, oops, we should have
they hung her at the dry.
Fuck yourself.
I mean, I'll take it from a completely objective point of view. I'm not in any way, going one way or the other. I do not understand for the life of me why Bud Light would have hired her as a spokesperson, because from a business point of view, I don't see how they thought their fan base of people who drink Bud Light would be accepting of it. And that's just kind of like... Yeah.
I am being corrected. She wasn't a spokesperson. It was just a special edition beer that they did. So it was just...
It wasn't even like a full run. It was just like... They do this all the time.
It's just like Pride cans, isn't it? It was like a promo for the rainbow cans, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's just a promo for an influencer, and it was just like one case done. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything big. It just backfired because people are assholes. Kid Rock is gross. But that's
they are. But unfortunately, Bud Light is literally marketed to people that think Kid Rock is the fucking greatest in the world. So I'm actually not surprised it backfired because that's the Bud Light drinkers for you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Bud Light was a huge sponsor for Pride, And had they stuck to their guns, I think that they would have had the LGBTQ community behind them. But instead, they decided to be like, we're going to be bitches, and we're going to fucking not support the person that we just promoted. So both groups hate them. And I fucking hate them. I think they're disgusting. I think what they did was absolutely fucking gross. So instead of having like someone support them, because the group that would have supported them would have stayed fucking true. Anyways,
I would argue that LGBT people generally like better beverages than Bud Light. So I don't know how much support they would have had for Bud Light either way.
the day that the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing happened, a lot of people, a part of the community, went out and got Bud Light. As soon as Bud Light decided to be fucking assholes, people were like, see you later, fuck you. So, like, when a product supports your beliefs, a lot of people will go out of their way to support that company. Subaru is a great example. Subaru is a lesbian car. Subaru is like stuck with their guns. Subaru stuck with the lesbian. They even helped their employees. They made sure that everything, even behind the closed doors, like, they were super supportive of homosexuality. They were super supportive of LGBTQ+, and they stuck with their guns, and they end up being this huge thing now for lesbians. The joke is that it's a lesbian car because they promote it for lesbians. So now they have a huge marketing, which they did not expect, and they just doubled down on the actual company that wanted them. So, or the marketing team that wanted them. Marketing.
And it's good they did that, because Subarus are fucking awful cars otherwise. So I mean, I'm glad they have their angles.
Like,
They did it right. Subaru did it right. So fuck all the companies that decide to bitch out. The end. Beer.
All right.
Back to beer.
Beer. Let's go. Maybe I can talk. Thank you. First of all, thank you for lately. My turn to talk about.
Nick, is your beer does Cobra support the LGBT community?
I honestly have no idea. I would be shocked if they did, considering it's an Indian company. But let's not get into that.
They barely acknowledge that women are people. But anyways,
I mean, I could look it up later, but I'm not going to. So yeah, this beer, lightly caramel, slightly biscuity kind of maltiness up front. Slightly coppery, cloying, herbal tanginess, like a herbal, like almost like a tangy kind of hop note to it. It's reminiscent of a lot of weird foreign beers that me, Scott, and Heistel Mighty used to drink in the early days of the channel. There's a sense of nostalgia in that regard, but I wouldn't say that this is anything really remarkable. But it's not bad considering, it's just an interesting foreign beer you want to try once. Is it worth the for something? I think they wanted I think it was pretty expensive. I can't remember what the original price is on this. I can look it up later, but I think it was I want to say the upper fours, and I could very well be wrong. And this might have been over $5 a bottle, which is absolutely not worth it for this. But at $2 something, it is. It's okay. It's a beer. I wouldn't. It might be great for someone who moved to Canada from India who wants to find a beer that they normally get. But this one's got a reputation of being like one of those world beers where this is something that people they ship worldwide and people drink. It should be a whole lot cheaper than it is, but it's not bad considering. I'm going to give it 7 for style, 7 for overall enjoyment. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's basically it.
You feel it go well with some Indian street food?
Probably. Hopefully with as few mice as possible. But so let's go to the comments here. Can someone else read comments? Let's say Greg to read the comments.
All right, where are we at? Where do I have to... all right.
Apparently Lisa doesn't think I'm good enough to read comments anymore, so let's fuck them.
Well, it's because you do. Okay, I don't even know where I'm at. So anyway, awesome, yeah. Jimmy, we know them. That's Lee talking. Then Jimmy says, yeah, seems to be at Western Canadian Reviewer. Then Mr. Russell says, they decided you hillbillies didn't deserve real ale, Dan. Just heard Dan.
We're going way back. We're just like Greg. We're reading comments we've already read.
Well, where am I at? I don't know. I wasn't prepared. I literally just opened this thing. Oh, okay. Sorry. Can someone else read comments? Okay, there we go. No widget, Dan. Is there maybe a plastic nitro device jammed into the bottom of the can? I think only Guinness can do that widget legally, to which Dan opened his can like a good boy and told us, no, there's not. Terry K, the mysterious beer tuber that no one's ever heard of, might still be alive, we're not sure. Often spoke of stone fruit and blackstrap molasses in his tasting notes. Interesting. Let's discover if there's any further about
And
this.
the Popsy McLoggers we're drinking tonight.
Oh, some interesting fella named Bylog, not sure who he is, says, oh shit. If Terry K says it, then it must be true. And then follows up with, also, who is Terry K? In which Dan kind of says, no widget. No widget. And Dan is confirmed.
Dan
Dan's
proved it by
confirmed,
actually ripping this can apart. Like,
you got it open. Yeah, Dan's not one of those half-assed detectives like Sherlock Holmes. Dan actually did the work. Where are we at? Lee Russell. He is one of the... Here he is a few years dead now. White... Oh, okay. So I think Lee needed a combo there. Here he is a few years dead now. White racist shitheads like Jay Terrio who needed a Tampax. Wow. Wild. Did I say well?
Wild racist shitheads.
He's a wild racist. Wild racist shitheads like Jay Terrio who needs a tampon still walk above ground. Well, it is what it is. Thanks, Dan, for some. Oh, thanks, Dan, I guess, for cutting open your can. Terry K was Beer Goggle Reviews, the best Brit beer tuber. I don't know. Is he better than fucking Craig Beer Reviews or that guy who looks like?
That's debatable. I mean, we all love Craig too. Craig actually.
Who's that guy that used to write jokes for Nick and he looks like Britain's ex-prime minister? I can't remember, but is he a good beer reviewer? I don't know.
The clueless beer reviewer.
Yeah, I don't know if he's any good or not. Anyway, Gateway more like Gatekeeper. That's actually what I was asking earlier. If Gateway is LGBTQ plus whatever friendly. I don't know if Lady Lee doesn't know.
1,000%. Gateway, yes.
Oh, Gateway is friendly.
Yes.
Okay, I get all these North Bay brews. Says, okay, so Highlander might not be LGBT friendly. Okay. Not like those new Ontario bigots who might be, maybe they're bigots, maybe they're not. It's just back to being white trash beer. I'm assuming that's referring to Bud Light. Yes, I mean, yeah, but you don't get the full story on social media unless you dig. I'm not totally sure what that's a referral
that's
to.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh, okay. Okay. All people see is Kid Rock shooting his guns. Yeah, he shot that beer real good with his things and. Okay. Kids suck. And later seen in photos drinking the beer. Well, yes, because he's white trash and he drinks Bud Light. You know, that was my reference earlier, is that I feel LGBT, the community just probably has better taste in, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel they just have better taste in beer than Bud Light, regardless of who they support or don't support. Later seen, oh no, sorry. You heard it here. Next says all Indians hate gay people. To be fair, I don't think LGBT rights are all that strong in India. So I mean, regardless of whether Nick said it or not, he did say it. You know, he might be right. They hate all gay people. Like said, they hate all people who are
don't give a damn. He is a cobra. No one could tell him what to do. And if you plead and beg for mercy, mercy on you. His heart of stone is all you get now.
Nick, have you had enough, Nick?
Let's do the Trump cock dance.
Scott doesn't know the movie. It's a theme for a movie for starring the awesome Franco Nero.
I remember we watched that movie, but I was too drunk to remember it. So you guys have this.
Well, I think that's an excuse to watch it again, Lee.
Yeah, now that I drink light beers on movie night, so I can actually remember them.
Also, fuck you, Lee.
You were terrible at reading, Nick. Sorry, Greg.
If you want to read better, you should show up in the fucking show and do it yourself.
Oh, there he goes, calling him out. I'm slightly better than Nick, so yeah. Fuck you guys. Anyways, we're done commenting.
Better.
Hey, better is better. I'll take it.
So in other words, fuck you, Greg. So let's go over to Dan and see of all the beers you heard here tonight, which one would you like to have tried?
Oh boy, there's a lot of different beers here. As much as I like to try the Cobra one, I probably could find it here.
You probably can.
So that's something that I can't try. Lady Lee, I would say I'd try yours, but that brewery doesn't exist anymore, and you probably just drank the last can ever. So
I have one can left, and the CID
What?
you could. Just saying.
There you go, Dan. You got to come by.
She'll ship it to you if you want to try it.
No,
Well,
no,
that-
no.
she's
We
not
drank
going to
it
go for
full.
me anyways because I brought a stout. So
Oh,
I already know
That
this
is
one.
fair.
It's a nitro stout. You never know.
So let's see. That leaves Scott. You kind of turned me off with that black dots, even though it was.
Oh, it's my
glass and not your-
can. Yeah, it's my can.
It's your can.
No, not the can. It's the glass.
It's a glass.
Yeah.
But you said it's very light, and I'm not a fan of pale ales.
No, I said it was.
Kind of.
It wasn't a pale ale. No, it was a session IPA.
Yeah.
Sensational mouthfeel.
That's really just a fancy way of saying light pale ale. But anyway,
Now, here's a strange part because I've had an Octopus Wants to Fight, and I've always wanted to try the variants because Greg always shows off these variants, and we don't get them here. How we don't get Octopus Wants to Fight much here.
they don't do them that often, even in Ontario. To be fair,
Yeah, that's true. But at the same point in time, I can't believe I'm saying this, especially after I mock him so much about the same goddamn brewery he goes to every time. Same could be said about me going to establishment, but damn it, Greg, you got my vote tonight.
yeah. Dan, the pain that comes in your voice just makes it so sweet.
I mean, I
You
want
have
to
that
try
kind
the
of-
variants just to see what they're like, just see how different they are because it's variants. And
if you have that kind of pain when you come, you should see a doctor.
Jesus Christ! man.
Wow.
I mean, I do sort of hope Dan screams my name when he climaxes.
surely didn't
Not
last.
in
night.
agony.
Uh,
Well, that kind of agony.
so yes,
Prostate.
Greg's got my vote.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, dick dance.
All right. Let's go to Scott. Of all the beers you heard tonight, would you like to try?
I'm going to take the Dan way out, and I'm going to eliminate the ones I don't want to try.
There you go.
I don't want Nick's.
Oh,
I can't have Lee's. I think
No.
Lady Lee, you're gonna get.
We need to stop with this can't have. It's a hypothetical if I can try it because a lot of the beers we're never going to be able to try. So I'm just going to go back on that. Because fuck all
It's
you.
true. It's true because what's the percentage? What's the chances you're gonna have a Hampton Brewing beer? Right?
Okay. I'm gonna. Let me change with. I've had New Ontario before, and I didn't like their stuff before. So this, I wouldn't even gravitate to it because screw them.
Okay, so I'll put Lady Lee back in the mix. Nick, you're still out.
oh, fuck you, Greg. Fuck you, Greg. Fuck you.
What the fuck did I do?
It is such a response. It's like you're just every
It's
time we're gonna say
just
fuck you,
muscle
it's like,
memory, whatever I say. Like I go, fuck you, Greg.
Oh,
Oh,
Greg. Oh, I mean Scott.
Is it weird like a family dinner, like Nick's brother insults him and he's just like, fuck you, Greg? It's like, who's Greg? Who
I
the
can
fuck
see
is
that
Greg? Like,
who the fuck
I can
is
see that
Greg?
happening. Lady Lee. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not Greg. So now we're up.
Not Greg. Not Greg.
Greg is literally the worst person you could pick.
It's Dan or Lady Lee. Dan, what was your type again?
It was a nitro stout.
Okay.
So it
All right.
was.
All right. Cool. Nitro Stout is out. I'm going with Lady Lee.
Fuck.
Wow.
Push my way back in.
You did. You made a compelling argument, and I accepted it.
All right.
Fuck you, Scott.
So, speaking of fuck you, Greg. Let's go see what you like. Hi, Greg.
So let's go through what we have, and I won't eliminate them. I'm just going to go through them. So we got Scott with a session IPA. I've also got a session IPA. You're in direct competition with me. By the way, while we're thinking about this, here's the rest of my fighting weight. Here's a steam whistle, and as Mr. Lee requested, let's just cuvee that shit a little bit. Let's see what a fighting weight plus steam whistle leaves us with. The steam whistle takes over a little bit. I'd say it's probably 70% steam whistle, but you still get a little of the hoppiness from fighting weight. Overall, pretty good cuvee. Can't complain. Anyways, you got Dan with a nitro stout. Very interesting. The only thing I'm going to say that works against Dan's in Dan's favor is that Guinness 0% exists and is just fucking amazing for a 0% beer.
But that's 0%.
Yeah, but that's like literally less alcohol, but maximum deliciousness. Would your beer have as much deliciousness as that? I don't know. I don't know if it would, Dan.
Actually, have more because I've had the Guinness 0, and I'm not. You know, I don't mind it, but I still have. You still taste the way that they take the alcohol out of it. I still have that taste.
Now, to be fair, you're not the biggest Guinness fan. I think you mentioned that earlier, right?
I still will have it if I have to. Give me if I have to. I mean, seriously, if it's Molson Canadian or Guinness, I choose a Guinness.
Okay, what if it was a regular Guinness versus the beer you're drinking tonight?
I choose the beer I'm drinking tonight because it is a local craft beer, and I support local craft beer.
Okay, but just taste-wise, let's take anything else out of it. Taste-wise, you prefer it to Guinness?
I would actually, yes.
Okay. So now I know where you stand on that. Okay, so we know.
You know that Dan's wrong.
I'm not saying Dan's right or wrong. I'm just saying I'm trying to gauge my taste versus Dan's, which we know is not always on par, or rarely on par.
Unless it's by ABV, then we're always on par.
I mean, Lady Lee's beer certainly has the curiosity factor to it. Just the fact that her beer is literally probably the last one or the second last one in existence. That automatically gets it. That automatically gets it bonus points. You know, for a brewery that doesn't exist anymore, a beer that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, that she definitely wins on curiosity points for tonight. Nick's beer, I feel is like Nick's beer is probably like bottled by hands by people that don't wash their hands very well, and as a result would have very earthiness to it that you're maybe not used to in the local craft beer industry.
That's great with Indian street food.
I mean, yeah, especially if you haven't watched that video I posted, where they just slop stuff on, which I'll admit that food looks fucking delicious. So it's very questionable with the guy who doesn't wash his hands, just throws it all on by hand. It's a little iffy, but I mean, honestly, it's probably delicious, despite the fact you're probably going to die from it.
Well, Indian food is fucking amazing shit.
It can be. I'm not the biggest fan of Indian food, but some of it can be really tasty, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
I especially like Indian food that's like whitewashed. That's like, hey, we know white people are going to eat this, so we're not going to make this like real Indian food. Because my parents, my mother and my dead father, they loved real Indian food. And it was the kind of food that it's like for a white person like me, it's like, oh my God, I can see through time. This is so goddamn spicy. This is the mild version. Well, fuck me in the ass. Anyways, Indian food, yeah. I like Indian food sometimes, but not always. So now funny thing is, I have had Indian whiskey before, and Indian whiskey is surprisingly good. I think Indian whiskey is sort of marketed towards their kind of upper class, but it shows. They kind of try to rip off Scotch, and they do a pretty good job of it. I haven't tried too many, but I'm actually generally impressed. So I imagine, I don't know, maybe their beer probably punches above its weight class. So I actually don't know. I'm legitimately stumped because there's I wouldn't mind trying honestly any of your beers. They're actually probably Scott's would be the easiest one to eliminate because it's a session IPA, which is what I'm having now. So that's probably the least interesting one. Then I mean, I guess the three of you, You know what? Let's just make it fun. Dan, Nick, and Lady Lee. Pick a number between 1 and 1,000.
God damn it.
666.
Okay.
669.
Okay.
1 in 1,000?
One between 1 and 1,000. Yes.
77.
Well, the winner is Nick with the Cobra. My number was 777. So there we go.
Wow. Closest to going over.
Yeah, Nick barely won by going above Dan. So there we go.
Wow.
The Cobra.
Oh, I said 77. Oh, I should have went another 7.
Yeah, if you had done 777, you would have been dead on. But anyways, yeah, Nick wins. So there you go. Cobra gets my vote.
Yeah. Don't give a damn. All right.
In all honesty, like I think almost every beer tonight was kind of interesting to try because I do love, despite the fact I love high ABV beers, I love trying good beers that are low ABV because as I get older, I fucking need to rely on that shit so I don't feel like garbage in the morning.
Maintenance beers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Let's move over to Miss Lady Lee.
There was one beer that was fruity, juicy, and had sensational mouthfeel.
Right
And
on.
that is the beer that's going to get my vote, which is Scott.
Oh.
He was so excited. I saw it in his face. He's like, "Oh, is this me?"
Mouthfeel.
I thought you'd appreciate that because, like, I think you're the only other person who like really talks about the mouthfeel as much as I do.
It's only because it's on the can.
Oh, even then, I like
But
it.
no,
I like
yeah,
everything
yeah.
that has a good mouthfeel.
Yeah. It's good.
I've enjoyed beers that I didn't enjoy because they had a really good mouthfeel. It's a whole like 5 senses
thing.
experience.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a sensory thing.
Yeah.
Having a ADHD wife, it's becoming more and more, about the feeling of things rather than does it taste good? Well, no, yeah, it tastes fine, but the velvety cakeness of it is just.
I literally feel we just heard about what Scott and Hare talk about after sex. The velvety cakeness, the feel of things, the taste, it's like.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my vote.
Right on. Okay, so let's move it on over to myself, and it's time for me to either pick the winner or
We know you have the best hair. You don't have to fucking comb it every fucking time. We know you have the best hair.
Yeah,
you.
I'm trying to go get a haircut tomorrow because I hate this. I hate when it gets like this. I know Lee loves it.
Oh, his hair's so long. Oh, jeez.
Just fucking shave that shit, Nick.
I don't put any gel in it, so it just starts to fizzle out.
Well,
he has such long hair. It's so long.
Listen. It's been well established that Agnes is incredibly jealous of your hair. So.
Oh yeah.
Is she really?
Oh yeah.
Lady Lee's hair.
She loves Lady Lee's hair, and I'm just talking about pulling on it. But no, she loves it. It's so maintenance free.
Yep.
All right. So, of all the beers here I heard here tonight, well, Scott's I've had before. Greg sounds really interesting. I gotta admit that 100 calories a can and 2 grams of protein sounds like an awesome choice.
I knew I'd get Nick on the calories.
Lady Lee's sounds interesting, but I've had bad luck with New Ontario, and the fact that they're out of business makes me happy.
Wildwood's not New Ontario. They tried again.
Yeah, Nick, you're being ridiculous.
You know what? Maybe they'll be back, and maybe it'll actually be a decent brewery. So, the other choices are Dan's Nitro beer. I love. First of all, I love nitros, and I love Guinness. So it's between either Dan's or Greg's, and I'm giving the point to Dan.
Yay!
So Dan's got my vote. That means that we are currently in a 5-way tie.
Rob.
So Rob.
Yeah, damn it.
Gonna have to tune it over to Rob, who's playing a video game, and I'll get Lady Lee to actually move the camera over to him.
All right. You don't even like IPAs.
But the mouthfeel sounded good.
So Rob said he wants the mouthfeel, which means it's gonna go to Scott.
Wait, what? No love for the stout? No love.
I know. I'm surprised. I'm surprised
Like
he didn't pick the
a-
stout.
A
Is this my
nitro,
first win ever?
a
This is my first
nitro
win ever.
stout.
Yeah.
So I think that
He wanted
means
the
that
mouthfeel.
It's all about the mouthfeel.
He
today.
went for the
Scott?
mouthfeel.
congratulations, you are the tonight's winner. What?
Belt
I think this is my
going
first
home.
win
Fuck you all.
ever.
This might actually be your first win ever, I think.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Well done, Scott.
It was all about the bow tie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You want to say words of a few words in acceptance
It's all about the mouthfeel.
while I drink a beer
All
from
about
your
the
former
mouthfeel.
employer?
It's all about the mouthfeel.
It's all about the mouthfeel.
Sensational mouthfeel.
It's all about the penniums.
So
Exceptional mouthfeel.
so the rest of you can
Oh.
the rest of you can frig off.
I'm so disappointed in Rob right now.
Somebody should really give Scott a congratulatory prize of cocaine.
Right to the
Straight.
nose.
I was going to show you on camera.
Nose.
I was so focused.
So yeah, so Lee says I'm
Can you
terrible
say
at
hi?
reading, so fuck you, Lee. Greg is only slightly better now. Watching the shows,
Yeah.
like being part of it. Yeah, sure. More painful being provided prison. Accurate. Don't know. Never been. Sure. Lee brings a good point. It's all hypothetical. There's still time. I'm assuming that there's still time for Lee to go to prison. I did no such thing. I think it's something to do with that. Lee should sell the last one on eBay and use the money to buy some Tampax.
Joke's on you. I don't need them.
Yeah, she's menopausal.
Right.
No.
All right. So, no, she's pregnant. I had really good Indian whiskey.
Wow.
You've been talking about
Very much like Scotch. Well, that actually sounds like an interesting concept. Emerald.
Emerald,
Emerald.
Emerald Fusion is fucking fantastic. Admittedly, at this point, it's pretty fucking expensive for a bottle, but it is a fucking fantastic whiskey.
But why would Rob use them?
Rob doesn't use Tampax.
No.
Let's get a bloody butthole.
Wow, Nick, thanks for illustrating that for us.
I think it's time to go.
It probably is. Cheers to Bubba Sadie's and Jamie, and let's all look at Scott's penis because he won tonight, and of course Lee. I guess. Cheers.
First time
And
ever.
cheers to apparently those wooden strap-ons that Lady Lee uses.
First time
Ouch.
ever.
Wow.
First time ever penis.
First time ever penis.